Good afternoon, my friends. Today I am in Madania, in the upper parts of Algiers, one of the beautiful neighborhoods of Algiers, with beautiful houses, some of which are from the colonial era. And we are going to drive to another beautiful neighborhood, Hydra, in the upper parts of Algiers. And we're going to show you how to drive to Hydra from Madania, then back to Madania again. It's going to be one of our round trip videos, as usual. So now let's leave Madania via the straightest way out. We will be driving via the Bouadou Brothers or Roundabout Street as far as Bir Mourad Rais. Then we will go to there is a replica of the monument here. We will go to Sidi Yahia, to the Sidi Yahia Road, then turn onto once we arrive in Paradou, we will turn onto Madania Street. Street. Then we will visit the central square of Hydra. And Hydra is the most popular upscale neighborhood here in Algiers. To many of Algiers residents, Hydra is the neighborhood of the rich and popular. The buildings on the top of that hill across from here are located in an area known as Les Anasers. You can also see a bit of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which is located in the same place, in the same neighborhood. This white building here on the right is a newly built office building. It was built in the last 5 years. We are in January 2022. And you can see how fast Algiers is changing. There is a stop sign here, therefore I'm going to stop for 5 minutes. This one is one of the gas stations, the best gas stations I know. It has recently been renovated. And this is le ravin de la femme sauvage, the wild woman's ravine. It is divided into two streets. One is divided into two parts, with each with a different name. So there is a section of this street known as Mohammed Bel Qasmi. I think that we are still on it here. And then we will arrive to a section known as the Bouadou Brothers Street. Bouadou Brothers, Rue des Frères Bouadou. And this area here is a business area with many banks and companies. Cuba is on the left, together with Les Anasers and Les Sources. And this street goes all the way to National Highway 1, which is in Bir Mourad Rais, which starts from El Mouradia and goes through the Bir Mourad Rais junction. This truck needs to be overtaken. El Madania is on the right, together with the we need to overtake this truck. Can't continue tailgating it because it's going to block the view. So Les Jasmins is on the right, the apartment building of Les Jasmins. This building on the right, white building, is a parking garage, a multi-story parking garage. It's going to be of great help normally we should no longer see all these cars parked here on the right or on either side of the road. And the local authorities are planning on building a streetcar line here. So just look at this. This is the last leg of this street, the Bouadou Brothers Street, and it goes straight towards the central part of Bir Mourad Rais. This gas station on the right is also good. There is a mosque here on the left, Masjid al-Sunnah, the Sunnah Mosque. Al-Mouradia is on the right. You can go to central Algiers via the road on the right, but we are taking the left because we are headed towards Hydra. Of course, you can go to Hydra via the Mahmoudi Avenue, which is on the right too. I'm going to drive through this short traffic jam here, or this traffic jam for a short period of time. I'm sure that it won't last for a long time. You could also, and this is just in order to show you the main entrance to the Sidi Yahia Road, because there is another shortcut. It's on the right. It's on the right. It's a narrow street on the right, very narrow street. But today I'm not going to drive through that street because I want to show you the other side. So that narrow street on the right will lead you straight to Sidi Yahia, the Sidi Yahia Road, which will lead us directly to Hydra, to the Hydra area. So this is Bir Mourad Rais, one of the old suburbs of Algiers. This is, if you will, the shopping center of Bir Mourad Rais. It's the middle of the afternoon, 3:18, and the sun is right in front of us here. I hope my phone doesn't overheat. This time of the year, in January, it shouldn't overheat quickly. So if you continue straight, you will arrive in Blida, but we are taking the right and approaching Sidi Yahia Road. Usually Sidi Yahia is plagued with traffic, but today I don't think there would be traffic this afternoon. See, usually it's there is a lot of traffic there in the evening. There is some sort of a nightlife here around the evening, because there are a lot of stores, restaurants, pastry shops, and clothing stores, and all that stuff here. So it has become like the shopping street for Hydra and Said Hamdin citizens, and of course people from all over Algiers, people who can come. This is Sidi Yahia Road. It still retains its old name, because when you find a street known as road or named road, this means that it's retaining its old name before anything whatsoever was built here. And my mother, being an old woman who grew up or spent much of her youth here in Algiers, told me that back in the 60s this area was like wilderness. There were very few houses around here. That although that apartment building over there is old, probably dates back to colonial times, and I think that that area over there is known as Bouadou. although there is traffic is slow here, but this isn't the usual traffic jam this area is known for, and I can see lots of parking spots as well, because usually when this area is crowded, there are practically no parking spots. It's like central Algiers, super cramped, super crowded, with no parking space, almost no parking space whatsoever. And I think that the building on the top of that hill over there in the background is part of City City, which is part of Hydra, not very far from Paradou. The area to which we are driving, this is one of the main roundabouts of Sidi Yahia. You can go to Hydra via the roads on the right, but I drive the Sidi Yahia Road to the end, just to show it to you. Any of the roads on the right could lead you to Hydra, to central Hydra. But we'll explore them some other time. Because today we are just pretending we are people from outside Algiers who only prefer to run or drive on the same, on the main roads. On the main roads. I can see a restaurant from here, or a fast food shop. It's Otacos. It's over there. I decided to come and try it someday. Madam Otacos. The Otacos restaurant. I can see a hotel here. It's new. It wasn't here in 2008 when I worked in the area. Sidi Yahia, the Sidi Yahia Hotel. So it's named after this road. Or maybe it wasn't covered in glass. It wasn't that visible. This visible. I don't know. But I remember that, yes, when I worked for a Chinese company, we used hotels a lot. And I don't remember we booked any room here for any visitors. Because we had lots of visitors from China and other countries. We worked on very important projects. I see a tacos and burritos house here on the left too. Anyways, this area is very interesting to explore. And my ex-office isn't very far from here. These days we see a lot of these delivery scooters, and I find this a good idea. Said Hamdin is on the left, by the way. Too bad the sun is in front of us. I have no idea how much it has, or it's ruining this video. But it's also something interesting. I mean, I would love to film Algiers at any time, on a rainy day, on a cloudy day, at night, on a sunny day. And there is a steakhouse over there on the top of that building, on the rooftop of that building over there. I can read the steakhouse Le Paradou, named after the apartment complex we are driving to, and which is part of Hydra. And there is a Hydra hotel over there, Funduk Hydra. We used to book rooms there for our visitors when I worked for a Chinese company. There is this beautiful garden. I think that people go jogging there. I know a few people who used to go jogging there, but I don't see people inside it. It's maybe because it's closed. We have the number of cases of coronavirus has risen here in Algiers, in all of Algeria, and the authorities are applying measures. So there is a bookstore here, 48. There is a bookstore. It's a new bookstore, and I am rejoiced when I see that bookstores are opening. New bookstores are opening in Algeria. So I have already showed you the bookstore of Hussein, known as Mega Bookstore. So now I have just discovered this one. And when I discover new stores and new things here in Algiers, this makes me enjoy these tours as well. So it's not just a tour to make viewers discover Algiers, but it's also a tour where I myself am discovering new things about my city, about Algiers, my big city. Now we are approaching Paradou, the Paradou apartment complex with its building, with its circular building. Ben Aknoun is on the left if you want to go to Ben Aknoun via the Ben Aknoun Motorway. Be careful here because there is oncoming traffic from the left. There is this beautiful building here on the left. I think that when I stopped working here in 2015, it was still unfinished. Okay, guys, so well, let's take this. Avoid the. We have just entered the Larbi Aliq Street, Larbi Aliq, and this is the beautiful building of Paradou. And there is even a team, a local soccer team named after this neighborhood and this building. The whole area here is known as Paradou. If I took that underpass, I wouldn't have been able to film the building. Now I hope I still remember my directions here, because I'll need to turn to take a right turn here. Yes, it's over there with the. So this is the Ben Hayat Street, which leads straight to the central part of Yahya bin Hayat Street, which leads straight to the central part of Hydra, to the central square. So it seems that I still remember my way here. And Hydra is also the diplomatic neighborhood of Algiers, where most of the embassies and consulates of foreign countries are located. So if you are Algerian and want to apply for a visa to a foreign country, or you are a foreigner who wants to do the same, you would probably have to come to Hydra if the consulate of the country you want to visit is located here. The BEA, Banque Extérieure d'Algérie. This is a bank, the Algerian Foreign Bank. That's what they call it. But now we are approaching the central square of Hydra, known as La Placette. Little square. There is a florist on the left, and there is also a store. I don't know whether it's still open or not. There is a donut store. This is one of the main bus stops of Hydra, and there is a donut store on the left over there. 1963, traditionnel, yes, traditional cake store since 1963. It's on the left, guys, if you want to eat traditional fried cakes like like donuts and all those things like macaroon and donuts, and it's run by Tunisians. They also cook a very good pizza, by the way. I used to buy it when I worked here. I enjoyed eating that pizza. It's a little bit spicy, just a little bit, not too much, and I loved it. I loved it. It's a kind of traditional pizza that I loved. I wonder whether they're still making all that stuff the way they used to make it. But it's really a beautiful place to visit. Although this isn't a shopping street. There is traffic here, but it's normal. This is the heart of Hydra. I once visited this neighborhood. I mean, I filmed a video for the channel driving to this neighborhood from central Algiers. And it was on a Friday morning, but today is a weekday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's almost the end of the week. That's the beautiful Palestinian flag. Algeria always supports Palestine for its independence. It took us 22 minutes to come from Bir Mourad Rais here. It's not bad at all. This is the bus stop of Hydra, the Hydra bus stop. Okay, let's circle this roundabout as usual. There is a florist over there. There are all these beautiful buildings around here. The city hall is behind me now. Yes, it's used up, you see. And now let's go. Let's go back to Madania, formerly known as Southern Bypass. So Bir Mourad Rais Al-Mouradia. Yes, this is our way, definitely. This is another bank, the BNA, the National Bank, the Algerian National Bank. And now we're driving back to Sidi Yahia. There is no entry sign here, so we can drive down this street. It's okay. But there are places where traffic signs were vandalized. Okay, so now my instinct tells me to take this road here. I hope I'm not mistaken. And the Sidi Yahia cemetery is across from here. It's over there on the top of that hill in the background. This is a very, very, very hilly street. This one is very hilly as well. And I think that now it's just a one-way street. It's traffic now goes in just one direction here. Although I remember that back in 2010, 2011, we used to drive it up. When you drive down some streets, you would kind of get a little bit scared or afraid of ending up in a dead end or in some private property. But it doesn't happen often here in Algiers. at least not here. It could happen in the peripheral areas, in those areas where, I mean, on the edges of Algiers, it's where those rural areas of Algiers, but not here. And of course, whenever you feel you got lost, you only have to ask for directions. Ask for directions. A relative of mine told me that he who asks for directions never gets lost. And yes, that's true. You would never get lost. Okay, no stop sign here, therefore I could drive onto Sidi Yahia, the Sidi Yahia Road again. And now I'm going to show you how to drive back to how to drive back to Bir Mourad Rais, but in fact we will have to make a big detour. This isn't the route I usually take, so I'm only going to show you how things go. When you go from one place to another without taking shortcuts. So I haven't really taken any shortcut on my way to Hydra. Now I have just taken that shortcut. You've just seen between the central part of Hydra and this road here, the Sidi Yahia Road. And now I am going to avoid taking any other shortcuts. Just show you the way back, the regular way, the way back to Madania, formerly known as Algiers, the regular way. The building on my right here, Big Comfort, used to be a multi-story mini mart, but now it's a furniture shop. There is a pastry shop on the right, and everything looks upscale. So upscale here in Sidi Yahia. Said Hamdin is on the right, by the way. And that apartment building on the right, on the top of that hill on the right, is part of the La Concorde apartment complex. There are these beautiful buildings over there, right in front of us. They were unfinished in 2008 when I worked here. They were this tall, but they were unfinished. Now they are making the area so beautiful as they are finished at last. There is this garden on the left with a kiosk cafe, and those public toilets over there. That structure, blue structure with here on the left, public toilets, but they are closed. This child is begging for money. He's part of those families that come from Niger. They are said to have come from Niger. There is a stop sign here, and now you will see the detour that I am going to make in order to drive back into Bir Mourad Rais. Okay, stop sign. Now I'm driving onto the main street of Bir Mourad Rais, back onto the main street. And of course, this is National Highway 1. It doesn't really have a specific name. It's only National Highway 1. It goes all the way from this place you see here to the Algeria-Niger border, to the border between Algeria and Niger. It's the longest national highway in Algeria. Longest highway. And they used to call it the Road of African Unity. And now they are making it a motorway in some sections. The Algerian government intends to make this road a motorway that they will call the North-South Motorway. So La Concorde is on the right, but I think that there is a no entry sign. We can't enter it from here. And La Concorde is a big and beautiful apartment complex. I already filmed the video where I drove there. From Hussein, I think. Just check my channel. And now, if you want to go to if you want to go to Blida, you take the left. You take that underpass. If you want to go to Ben Aknoun via the Ben Aknoun motorway, you take the right. You can take the right here too. And now, this is the roundabout under this underpass. The first roundabout, I think, or the second, is it the second roundabout on National Highway 1. Now, if you want to go to Hussein, drive straight. But we are driving back to Madania. Yes, Madania. But you have seen how I took this detour, because I can't turn left. I can't just turn left. When I left, when I came out of Sidi Yahia Road, I've been driving for 30 minutes now. It's not bad at all. And we should be in Madania in no time, because there isn't much traffic, even in the busiest areas, where, even in the busiest areas of Algiers. I think that there is a stadium here somewhere. It's on the right. It's the Bir Mourad Rais stadium. Now, Algiers has changed a lot. It has changed so much in the last 20 years. It has changed so much. Algiers has in fact witnessed a transformation since the late 90s and the early 2000s. Some of these areas used to look almost rural back in the 1990s. But now they have modernized at an incredible pace. And the houses right in front of us over there are part of the Mouradia, or the Golf. This source is on the right. This is where we are back to the junction, to the main junction of Bir Mourad Rais. There is a well here on the right. I think that this is the well. This neighborhood, this whole neighborhood was named after. This is a riverbed. This is a riverbed. The riverbed of Wed Knis, or Wed Hydra. The Hydra River, or the Knis River. The mosque is, the Sunnah Mosque is on the right now. And now we are driving straight. We are on Bouadou, on the Bouadou Brothers Street. And we are driving straight towards Madania. This scooter is crazy. That biker is crazy. He doesn't seem to be afraid of a head-on collision with a car. Okay guys, so this is where we are going to turn left in order to enter the Al Madania area. We've got to be careful. There is a lot of oncoming traffic, and we seem to be kind of stuck here. But okay, we are going to remedy to this situation pretty quickly. Should be swift. And this is the Jasmins Apartment Complex. It's on the left. We are approaching the busy areas, or the busier areas of Al Madania, with its many shops. And Al Madania is of course a very lively neighborhood. It's very, very alive, with shopping streets and a lot of movement. The Usher is on. It's 3:47. You can see the top of the Martyrs Memorial over there in the background. I don't know if you have seen it. And now we are driving straight towards the central roundabout of Al Madania. Okay guys, so that was us driving from Al Madania to Hydra, then back to Al Madania again. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications on our future videos. Drive safely. If you have any suggestions on any future videos you would like me to film for you, please drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.